So, welcome to day two, Practicing Gratitude, presented by Talk to Trisha. Again, I am your presenter, Trisha Coleman. Yesterday, we talked about practicing wellness. And so today is very important to me. My 2019 has been filled with practicing gratitude, putting my attention to where towards the good in my life and the things that are going well and the family and the uh, growth that I've been blessed to have. So again, I'm going to jump right into it. So today's discussion, we're going to cover defining gratitude, the benefits of practicing gratitude, understanding gratitude, practicing gratitude, some exercises you can do, and then gifts you can give to clients, gifts you can give to your employees to truly show appreciation, and some business or ways to market your product or your services to companies or to people as a thank you gift or appreciation or um, I notice you type of gift. So whatever you do, you can market your product or service to have be top of mind for people when they want to reach out and tell somebody thank you or that they appreciate what they've done. Also, so that you can let your clients know, hey, thinking about you, keep yourself top of mind for them. Um, Suggestion, I will keep my suggestion towards the end of when to send those uh, thank you gifts to your employees and to your clients. So, what is gratitude? So, gratitude means thanks and appreciation. Comes from the Latin word gratis, and it's an affirmation of goodness. So, you think of the beauty in the world, what's good, what's right, and you kind of counter negativity. So, no matter how bad you're doing, this cliche, someone's always doing worse. But no matter how you may think your situation is dire, it could be worse, but you are blessed. So start thinking of your situation, your circumstance as more positive, as yes, I could not pay all my bills this month, but I have a roof over my head. I have lights on. I have heat. I have water running. You know, I don't have a 4-car garage, but I have a car and it's parked on the street. It may not be my ideal, but I have a way to get from point A to point B. So being more grateful for what you do have and not focusing so much on what you want or what you wish you had or being upset because uh, what you want hasn't manifested yet, uh, but having that appreciation and attracting more good, more positive things in your life. So the secret to happiness is reflection and gratitude. So making what you have enough. If you get a chance, there's a TED Talk called the 365 Grateful Project. So the speaker took a photo every day of things she was grateful for. So she's a photographer. So she was depressed. I won't go into her whole spiel, but her counselor told her for 10 days to do the project, take photos every day. And so after the 10 days, she started noticing things and, her outlook changed for the better. And so she decided to do it for a whole year. So I am going to choose that as Talk to Trisha's secret project for 2020. So be on the lookout for that. I think it'll be a way to engage more people who um, have been following us, but also those who may not. Just a way to get everybody involved and to collectively spread gratitude and if nothing else, you have great Instagram photos. Uh, so 5 benefits of gratitude practice. It can help change the way you feel. It can get a get a perspective on life, a positive perspective on life. It can help you become more optimistic with practice. And that's optimistic. We're not saying naive or delusional or out of touch. We're saying thinking what good could come from this, or what good did come from this, even if it's not the best situation or it's a bad situation. What lesson did I learn? What can I do better? More optimistic spin on your words. Be more positive in your language. Can help decrease the level of stress and associated health risks. So being pessimistic is a stressful job in itself, and so you want to practice gratitude, start learning how to practice gratitude so that you can decrease the stress, let things go, have peace, not let things stress your mind out, not let that stress hurts your body and causes disease and disorder. And gratitude can benefit the people around you. So everybody knows nobody likes being around negative people. So if you're positive, optimistic, your gratitude, you make people feel like I'm grateful you're here, you matter to me, then they want to be around you. And then gratitude, just like complaining and pessimism, is contagious. So if you're always saying thank you, if you're always helping someone out, you're always looking for the beauty in everything, then those around you will start being more positive. It's just a contagion, a good contagion. So how do people benefit from gratitude? Gratitude boosts good feeling, improves decision making, conveys success, meaning if you have somebody who's always speaking positive, who's always doing things for other people, who's always looking on the bright side, you think that person's successful. If you see somebody complaining all the time, you're like, oh, they must not have their stuff together. Keep away from me. Um, your connections matter and who you're connected to. I've had situations where uh, we've had things happen to us in our lives that never happened before, and it took a while to notice is who we were connected to. Once we cut that connection off, those things weren't happening anymore. So that's very important. So if you have someone who speaks positive, speaks good, doing good deeds, you're like, okay, they don't feel threatened by anybody. They must be successful. It improves your sleep, promotes your physical health, and improves your relationships. Like I said before, we will all want to be around people who make us feel good. Uh, some more benefits: increase happiness and positive mood. Like I said, you can't frown and smile at the same time. So gratitude makes you think of, I am lucky to have the things that I have and be able to see the things I can see. Even if I didn't have a roof over my head, I can see with my eyes, I can use my hands, I can use my mouth, I can go and find ways to make money and then get a roof over my head. So um, just changing your mindset in the way that you speak and the way you think. More satisfaction in life. You're less likely to burn out because you're not so stressed out. Less anxiety and depression because you're just gratitude. Is impossible to be depressed. It's impossible to be anxious and grateful at the same time. It lights up the brain's reward pathway. So, like they say, sugar and different drugs, they light up that pleasure sensory. Gratitude, that's the same thing. Greater resilience, you can bounce back from anything, and it enhances your empathy and it reduces your aggression when you make it a practice to always be grateful and express gratitude. Understanding gratitude. Gratitude is pausing to notice and appreciate the things that we often take for granted. I love this, so that's why I posted it here. Hopefully, you can screenshot it, or if you want, I can send you the PowerPoint. But I just love this. So I had to capture the parts that grabbed me. The gratitude is pausing to notice and appreciate the things that we often take for granted. It's taking a moment to reflect on how fortunate we are when something good happens, whether it's a small thing or a big thing. We can use lots of words to describe feelings of gratitude. So we might say we feel thankful, lucky, fortunate, humbled, or blessed. Practicing gratitude. So this is where I ask the question, and the question for this masterclass are: what are 5 to 10 things that you are grateful for? So you can post this on, we'll post this on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and our Facebook page. Yes. And so you can type in the comment section or respond however that social media platform allows you to. So I would say grateful for my children. I have 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for the way I think now. Thankful for the things that I've learned. I'm thankful for other family like my father. I'm grateful for just the life that I have. Like it's nowhere near the goals that I have, but I know I'm on the right path. And as long as I stay on the path that I'm on, then that will come to pass. So I'm grateful for that. So share what you're grateful for. So 8 ways to have more gratitude. So don't be picky, be grateful for whatever you have. Find gratitude in challenges. So I won't go into detail, but 2014, 2015, I had the roughest uh, conflicts and issues with organizations that I was either volunteering with or I was employed by. And so yeah, I would just gripe and complain and be like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Oh, this would be a great job. If this wasn't happening, this would be cool. If it happened this way, not that way, I would stick with this organization if this person wasn't a part of it, if they didn't do this, they didn't do that, if they didn't disrespect me, etc., etc. And after I stepped away from all of that, I resigned from everything, jobs, volunteer organizations, I was done. Over the next year, I I did the 30-day journaling project. And that's something that I've been doing every year since. But as I was doing that, I started realizing, oh, even though it was traumatic in most cases, or it did not feel good, or I did not understand why like this person was talking to me crazy, or these people were attacking me, or whatever. I realized I was supposed to learn something in each of those situations, which I did. And I was supposed to take that and leave. And what had happened was I stayed much longer than I was supposed to. So I'm a firm believer that you get assignments so you can learn what you need to learn and build your capacity, build your knowledge so that you can accomplish whatever it is that you were sent on this in this realm to accomplish. So we all are born, we choose this vessel to do our work. And so first you have to discover that. You are once you are born on this earth, within society and what's put into your body, whatever you watch on TV and however you're reared as a child, gets in the way of that. And so you have to rediscover. Rediscover what you're put on this earth to do. And then you get these battlegrounds. That's what I'll say. Fight these battles to equip you so that you are ready and that you can actually do what you're put on this earth to do. And so I'll say last year around this time, I was like, I needed to be a part of each one of those experiences so that I can start doing what I'm meant to do. Like if I had, say for instance, if I had a job that I really enjoyed and I loved and there was nothing wrong and everything was perfect and I was just getting promoted, or creating positions for me or whatever the case may be, then I would be there and I would not leave because that's my personality. I would stay there and, nothing would make me leave. So I needed those negative experiences to make me move or to make it where it's like, oh, there's no way possible you can stay. I used to be involved in politics. What I'm meant to do, yes, understanding politics is very important for my assignment, but to be the guinea pig or to be the field worker or however you want to say it, was the wrong place for me to be. Like it was great for me to do that for some years so that I could learn and I know how the process works. But I'm supposed to be on the other end. And if those experiences hadn't happened, I would still be working on campaigns and trying to raise money for people, phone banking. I would be doing all of that because I enjoyed that, but my mindset had to change. Practice mindfulness, and we'll be going over how to practice mindfulness over the next few days. Keep a gratitude journal. Volunteer, and when you help others, it helps you. Spend time with loved ones. Improve happiness in your other life areas. As you become happy in your career, in the organizations you're a part of, at home, in your health, in your body, then you have more to be grateful for. So, gratitude practices, not just only jotted a few. Notice the beauty in nature. So, stop and smell the roses, admire nature. I love nature, I love beauty. And I live in Alabama. And outside of the city areas, this state is breathtaking. I used to serve on a board that was statewide, and so I hadn't lived here long when I first joined the board. And so that was my way to see other parts of Alabama because we would have to travel to different cities for our meetings. And I would be driving and like, this place is gorgeous. Like, wow, 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 And then I found out I'm allergic to everything outside, but I still enjoy anything natural. Like I have real pine cones on my Christmas tree because I love nature. So I just either have to carry Benadryl on me or just deal with. I break out in hives real bad, real bad, and then I cough like not like wheeze, but I like cough real bad. But it's worth it to me. So watch inspiring videos. They remind you how fortunate you are. It might spark ideas of things you can do. Like most time when I watch inspiring videos, I was like, oh, we should do something like that here, or there's other platforms I'm a part of, and like, we could do that through this, and we could do that through that, or I know this person who does this. I can just give them the idea, whether they do it or not, that's on them. But I'm hoping that my approach, and also inspires them to try to do something differently. Do an act of kindness. So we just finished the um, we did 20 days, or 21 if you are technical, of paying it forward. So every day we did an act of kindness, and so we want to continue that. So you look for opportunities to help others, make somebody happy, pay for somebody's coffee, hold the door open for them, because nobody does that anymore. There's so many random acts of kindness that you can do. Paying for somebody's Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. So give them a coupon for something. Leave a gift card and like a pair of jeans or something like that, or a positive note in a pair of jeans. Just something to put a smile on somebody's face. Nurture your friendships. If you have good friends, if you have somebody who's always there when you need to vent, um, nurture that relationship, because it's hard to make friends, especially when you get old and set in your ways, and they don't come along. It's rare. It's a rare opportunity that you find good people that they clap and they smile and they're just more excited for you when something great happens than you are. So when you find those type of people who are they're the first one standing up clapping for you, or they're thinking about you like, oh, I saw this opportunity, you'd be perfect for it, or I saw this, they know you like a certain store, oh, such and such is having a sale on this, you need to get there, or I nominate you for this because you need those type of people in your life. So be grateful, hold on to them, nurture those relationships, spend quality time with your family, and quality time is undivided attention. We gotta put our phones down. I'm talking to myself because I'm really bad with that. Give them your undivided attention. Do something that they like to do, and just be there. This year I was like, okay, my family, the family I created, and I'll put my father in there as well, but I'm mostly speaking of the children I created and the man that I decided to marry, have always shown me appreciation. I've always been there. Um, you know, I can count on one hand the number of times that I cried, and it was because of something that my family did. My tears usually come from outside, and that should never be the case, but it is. And so they deserve the time, talent, and attention that I was giving. And so I've been learning that once I started practicing gratitude and putting what I was most grateful for, I was like, why is 80% of my attention not on these things that I'm grateful for, like these people that I'm grateful for? So I had to flip it. Refrain from complaining. That is so hard, but you have to, because you attract what you speak. And so you have to stop serving your ego. You vent, you complain because it feels good. And especially somebody says, yeah, girl, they shouldn't have did that. That was wrong. You like, most of the time the people who say, yeah, girl, that's messed up, they're only are hearing your side. They're only seeing your perspective. And they're your support system. So yeah, they're gonna, be like, oh, they shouldn't have mistreated you, or they shouldn't have said that to you, not knowing the other side, or why that situation may have happened. And maybe you're 100% correct, but we do that to feed our ego and to feel good and to feel right and be vindicated. And so it's not the same as speaking up. you know um, if it's going to change things for the better, you should always speak up. But when you're just venting because you're upset and nothing's going to change, we have to kind of stop that, because that puts you in the stop thinking, stop trying to find a solution, stop trying to grow in a positive way. Thank your community. So when you think, with all these stories and you see the headlines and you see so much evil happening in the world, uh, we have to like tell police, the firemen, our neighbors, activists in our community, even your mail carrier, like just express gratitude, tell them thank you, leave a note, do something to let them know, like, hey, yeah, I know you get a paycheck for this, but nothing is worth more than feeling appreciated. I've had jobs where I've had bosses say, you're getting a paycheck, so I don't need to appreciate you. Like, hand on the Bible, I've heard that multiple times from I know from at least one boss, but there's been others who have said variations of that. And so it's like, well, if you feel like you're not needed, you're not wanted, no matter what you do, is um, why be there? Like they say, people, they don't quit jobs, they quit managers, and that's so true. So just thinking your community, like if other people are glad that you're there and that you're protecting them, um, that you that what you're doing matters to somebody other than whoever's signing your paycheck, it does make it easier to keep serving in whatever capacity you're serving. Make a tweet or a post. So on my personal page, I'm always sharing or posting something inspirational. You could pin something on Pinterest, uh, make a tweet, something about gratitude, so that you can spread it in your, like, again, it's a contagion, so other people will see it and be like, I feel good. And like, it's nothing like when somebody messages you or they comment and say, hey, your post helped me get through the day. Like, that is amazing. Like, that's like, it makes you want to do more. It makes you want to find other ways that you can help people through their day. And then see your mistakes as opportunities. And as I said that before, is when you mess up or you have a challenge, what was I supposed to learn? What can I, where can I go from here? Like, not a woe is me thing, but like okay, I know all this stuff now and I'm no longer in this space. Well, what can I do with all this knowledge? Like, it's not meant just to sit with me, or who was I supposed to connect with? It's sometimes it can be just as simple as, okay, you took this job, it may be awful, but then you have a coworker who leaves and they do something else, and they call you and say, hey, we got an opening here, and this is a very great place to work. And so you were meant to work that hellish job so that you could get this awesome job. Or I'll use a personal example of mine. A job I worked at, I met a couple. They have a business that they're selling. And I'm in the mindset of, in 2020, I'm buying businesses. I will be an entrepreneur, like I said I would be when I was 13 years old. And so now we're trying to buy that business. And if that does not work out for whatever reason, that's at least gave me the confidence, or at least um, helped me start on a goal that I set. So see, your challenges, your mistakes, they're opportunities to grow for the better. So gratitude exercises. journaling. So we did 30 journal project back in September. Then we did 30 days of thanks in November, and then we're gonna do 31 days of self-reflection. Oh, I thought January only had 30 days, but 31 days of self-reflection. And then we'll probably do something in April as well. Keeping a gratitude jar. I did that once. I didn't get a whole year of stuff, but I did do like, oh, today this great thing happened. So you put like 3 good things that happen, or if you don't think of one, put one thing. As the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you're like, and then you can look over, you're like, oh wow, I did have some great stuff. I can't remember what I was looking at, but I was like, I had some great ideas, or oh, I can't. Oh, actually, it was on my Facebook. I was looking back, and I was like, I was so deep back then, I was, oh wow, oh yeah, that did happen in 2013. Having something to document, because Facebook gives you memories now, and so I was like, oh wow, like I've experienced a lot, I've seen a lot, um, and that's like, oh, I can pinpoint when this happened because of the memory. But gratitude jar, I'm sure when I did it, I did date it, and you don't have to, but at least if you have go back, you look over what happened through the year, that whole year, you're like, I kind of forgot that we went to this and we saw that, or I kind of, well, I did forget that I learned this at this type of workshop or whatever. So it's good for reflection. It's good to get you in the practice of gratitude. Gratitude garden, you could have gratitude tree with limbs. You have different trees. You have trees with different emotions. And so when you're feeling a certain way, you can go to that tree and then you look at the other trees and they'll cheer you up. Uh, gratitude walk. I mean, that going back to gratitude garden, that's a great thing to do with children as well. So, uh, you know, teaching our kids to have more emotional intelligence and to have more words to express how they feel, and learn that you could feel a mixture of emotions and be able to properly express that, and then come out of it feeling thankful and grateful. Gratitude walk. As you're walking, you can be meditating, thinking, looking at nature, just being grateful. Gratitude letter or email. You can handwrite somebody a letter, or you can type a letter, print it out, or send them an email saying, like, I'm grateful for you because, or gratitude visit. You can take that letter and hand deliver it, or get some flowers or nice appreciation gift. Go visit somebody. Meditation, as I said before, I am not the best person to talk about or teach meditation, but right now affirmations work for me. So I just say the same affirmation over and over and over and over again. A collage. I'm a visual learner. I learned that. I put together my kids, we bought them like a safari set. It's one of the Christmas gifts. And I put the whole thing together. I watched the video and I just kept watching over and over again. And I put it together and I was so proud of myself. So that would be something like I will put on my gratitude collage. Uh, just if you saw the number of toys, like that's a blessing. I was like, oh, my kids had a great Christmas. My middle child was like, I love Christmas. Yeah. And I felt blessed. And then I had some gifts under the tree. I wasn't even expecting anything. Like I said like, oh, I want this on my list. I'm gonna put this on my list and put this on my list. Did not physically make a list. I just said some things I really wanted, and everything that I I felt like I needed, I got. Needed some more pajamas. You know, people are snatching people up. So I was like, I need a taser or something, you know. And I got my taser, so yay. What else did I get? Puzzles. That has I'm really good at them too. So I got like 400 or 500 piece puzzles. So I'm excited. Can't wait to break at least one of them out and put it together. Like I need a day where I don't need to stay up because I stay up all night putting those puzzles together. Like I cannot sleep until they're done. So the why I'm grateful worksheet. So you see the little picture there. I'm grateful for my family because something good that happened this week. I'm grateful for my friendship with whoever because then you can send that person a gratitude letter or email. Something silly that I'm grateful for, uh, something else I'm grateful for, and then say thank you and really mean it. So I noticed I started saying thank you out of habit and because that's how I was raised. Like I'd say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, or no, ma'am, no, sir, automatically because we used to get popped in our mouths or popped in back our heads if we did not. So, just taking the time and getting on back to emotional intelligence and expanding our vocabularies to have other ways to say thank you and express gratitude and to tell somebody exactly how fortunate we are to have them be in our lives, in our circles, even if it's just for a season, even just for a while, even if you have outgrown certain situations and certain people, just thanking them for the time they were in your life and the impact that they made in your life. So I'm going to wrap up client and employee gratitude gifts. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but again, you can screenshot. Um, I'm looking at coffee table book. One day, I'm going to give myself a deadline because I work for deadlines. So I'm not gonna make one right now, but I'm gonna make a deadline to have our 30-day journaling project and our 30 days of thanks, and then the journal that we're doing, journaling project that we're doing next month to make those into coffee table books. So that's something you could, give as a gratitude gift. Uh, Making a donation in their name, a gift card. Everybody loves gift cards. But don't be cheap. Put some good enough money so people can actually get a full meal. um, headphones. I don't think there's a job that I had that I would not have been able to make it through or stay as long as I did if I did not have headphones. So I would have loved that gift. I'd have felt really appreciated. Coffee and tea blends, uh, K-Cup, the Keurig machine, uh, coffee sampler, uh, portable phone charger. Oh, that's really needed. Yeah. Handwritten notes. People rarely get them anymore, so somebody takes the time to handwrite a note to you. It makes you feel like you're seen and appreciating that you matter. So then, as I said earlier, think of how you can market your product or service to people. Say, oh, if you want to show somebody you appreciate them or you want to say thank you, like if you to be a florist, yeah, I said that correctly. Be a florist, have a restaurant, so you can say, um, buy a gift. You can buy a gift card to show your client that you appreciate, client thank you, or your employees that you appreciate them. Having a special dinner that people can purchase, companies can purchase to appreciate their staff. Beer brewing kits. If you own a brewery or you serve beer, you can uh, put something like that together. Uh, whatever business you have, you can package something so that people uh, can start thinking of you top of mind when they want to send a client gift out or appreciate their employees. And so, as I said earlier, the best time to send out these gifts is not like, oh, their birthday or Christmas or whenever there's a major holiday where people are getting a bunch of cards or they're getting a bunch of gifts. That's, you don't do that then. You do it at a awkward time. Like I would say like St. Patrick's Day or 4th of July or just like beginning of each quarter, send a gift because they're not going to expect it. And so that's who, you're not in competition with anybody then. So that's my little tip of that I said I would give is send them at odd times when nobody else is going to be sending them anything, like a non-gift season, so that they get it and they're like, oh, I need to call them. I need to reorder such and such, or maybe we need to um, look over our contract with them. Or even if you just give an employee a gift, like, hey, I just want to show that I appreciate you, and it's not annual review time or bonus time or anything special, not their birthday or anything. I mean, yes, appreciate them on their birthday, but odd times when they're not expecting, they're like, wow, my employer really values me. So I'm going to end right here and leave y'all with some food for thought. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. And I did say that earlier, but I'm going to say it again because when I saw that, I was like, it's good. So join me again tomorrow for day 3, and I'll see